Your mind is shaped by what you feed it. Drown it in negativity, distractions, mindless scrolling, and doubt, and it will work against you. But if you surround yourself with people who push you, if you consume knowledge, if you choose books over endless social media, if you listen to ideas that build you up, your mind becomes your greatest ally. Like a sponge, it soaks in whatever you give it. So choose wisely. Instead of reacting emotionally to every challenge, train yourself to step back and observe. When something upsets you, pause. Ask yourself, why am I reacting this way? Don't let emotions hijack your actions. Choose response over reaction. Train yourself to detach from impulsive emotions and act with purpose. Mastering this one skill changes everything. Suddenly, no matter what happens around you, you remain in control. At the end of the day, you have two choices. Let your mind run you, keep living in fear, self-doubt, and procrastination, or take control, train it, strengthen it, and push past your limits. The war isn't against the world, your circumstances, or other people. The real battle is in your own head. But here's the truth. Your mind can be your biggest enemy or your most powerful weapon, and that choice, it's entirely yours. Most people go through life believing every thought they have, never realizing they have the power to rewrite them. They let fear and doubt shape their reality instead of stepping up and shaping it themselves. But the ones who break free, the ones who change their lives, understand one thing. Your thoughts don't define you. Your actions do. And when you learn to master your mind, everything shifts. Fear stops paralyzing you. Self-doubt stops holding you back. You stop making excuses and start making progress. Life no longer feels like something that just happens to you. It becomes something you take charge of. You realize you are the one in control. And yes, it's hard. Training your mind is one of the hardest things you'll ever do. But so is staying the same. So is living with regret. So is looking back years from now and realizing you never became the person you were meant to be. So ask yourself, what pain do you want? The pain of discipline or the pain of regret? Because one way or another, you will feel pain. The difference is one pain builds you and the other one breaks you. And in the end, your mind will either be your greatest limitation or your most powerful tool. The choice is yours. Your mind holds immense power, capable of building you up or tearing you down. It whispers doubts just when you're about to take a leap, replays painful memories that keep you stuck, and convinces you to stay comfortable even when you know you need to push forward. The real struggle isn't in the outside world. It's the battle happening inside your own head. Most people don't even realize they're at war with themselves. They mistake their thoughts for reality, believing every fear, insecurity, and excuse as if they were undeniable truths. And over time, they start to see themselves as incapable, weak, and undeserving of success. But here's the truth. Those thoughts are nothing but noise. Nobody is born extraordinary. The people we admire, the ones who have achieved greatness, weren't given their success. They earned it. They fought through the doubts, the failures, the resistance, and the pain. And yet, once they finally made it, the world looked at them as if they had some rare talent or gift. The real reason they succeeded? They refused to let their minds hold them back. Your mind isn't always working in your favor. If you don't take control of it, it will take control of you. It will make you hesitate, convince you to quit, and keep you from becoming the person you were meant to be. And the reason is simple. Your brain wasn't designed to make you successful. It was designed to keep you safe. That's why you procrastinate when faced with a challenge, why fear paralyzes you when making big decisions, and why self-doubt creeps in the moment you step outside your comfort zone. Your mind sees anything unfamiliar as a potential danger, even if it's a necessary step toward growth. So when you try to change, when you aim higher, push harder, demand more from yourself, your mind resists. It throws doubts at you. What if you fail? What if people judge you? What if you're not good enough? And so most people stay stuck, trapped inside an invisible prison created by their own thoughts. But your mind isn't broken. It's just untrained. Like a wild animal, it pulls you in every direction, dragging you away from your goals. But with the right discipline, you can train it to work for you instead of against you. Look at David Goggins. He wasn't always the relentless, disciplined force people see today. Before he became a Navy SEAL, an ultramarathon runner, and a best-selling author, he was overweight, broke, and filled with self-doubt. He let his mind control his life, and it led him nowhere. But one day he made a choice. He was going to take back control. He started doing the hard things, waking up early, running even when he didn't feel like it, pushing himself beyond his limits. Every time his mind told him to stop, he went further. He realized that his thoughts were just that, thoughts, not reality. And through sheer discipline, he transformed himself from a nobody into one of the toughest men alive. Your thoughts are not reality. Just because your mind whispers, "I can't do this," doesn't make it true. Your thoughts are like passing clouds. Just because they appear doesn't mean you have to believe them. When negativity creeps in, step back and question it. Is this really a fact, or is it just my mind trying to keep me in my comfort zone? Because the truth is, your mind isn't always looking out for what you're capable of. It's looking for what's familiar, what's easy. But growth doesn't happen in easy. The moment you realize that your thoughts don't define you, you take back control. You don't fight negative thoughts by wrestling with them. You defeat them with action. If your mind tells you, "I don't feel like working out," that's exactly when you should get up and go. If it says, "I'll start tomorrow," prove it wrong and start today. When it whispers, "I'm not good enough," answer with effort. Action is the only way to rewire your mind. The more you act despite fear, the less power fear has over you. Your mind weakens when you avoid discomfort. Every time you choose the easy path, you train it to expect ease. But the strongest minds are built in struggle. Push yourself beyond comfort. Take the cold showers, do the difficult workouts, force yourself into challenges, even when you don't feel like it. Because every time you endure discomfort, your mind adapts. The more you expose yourself to difficulty, the stronger and more unshakable you become. And that's what separates those who rise from those who stay stuck.